I have made terrible mistakes. Terrible mistakes have been made. But only slight ones, I suppose. Right as I clicked go and was ready to switch over, I decided, you know what? You know what would be a really good idea right before I'm about to speak a lot? Let's eat an almond. Oh man, that was dumb. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Whatever time it may be. Mate be? Whatever time it might be. For you, wherever you are. Welcome to the Magic Shop. I am your host, Atarian the Grey. And shopkeeper. Today we're going to be doing, hopefully, quite a bit of work, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done any, what's the word? Any pixel art. not really any pixel art per se, but any significant amount of pixel arting. So we're going to go back to that. I say it's been a minute. Here I am looking at my entire shop. It's like, no, that wasn't too long ago. I still remember having to do all of that. I have this problem when it comes to working on art, or anything really, and it's, I'll get an idea for a thing. Let's say I want to make an animation, and that'll get stuck in my head, and I want to animate that, and that's all I want to do. And then I'll lose the fixation for that. Hopefully, by the time I'm done with whatever it was that I wanted to make, I will lose my fixation with that. And then I'll get a fixation for doing something just pixel art related, and that's all I want to do. Keep in mind, though, there are other things that I need to be doing while that's going on. There's other stuff I've got to do. For example, making this Twitch channel function. I have spent not much time, but some time, fixing the channel. There are new redeems, new alerts. Twitch, I want to say, has a new feature, but it's new to me because I am very behind and I have other things to do. But either way, there are now some new redeems for your perusal. If you're interested, feel free to check those out. Twitch has an integrated system for redeems now, so we'll see how well that functions. And if I have somehow managed to duplicate any redeems that I already had, that would be fun. Hopefully that's not the case, though. Hopefully that's not something that has happened. Also, it's another one of those days for me where that the social, I guess, understood joke about Monday, which is that, you know, Monday is the worst day of the week because you gotta go back to work and you gotta get started and all your stuff again. Well, today feels like Monday for me. Maybe it's just because it's post-holidays or a mid-holiday thing. Either way. Speaking of, I hope everyone's having a good holiday season. Whatever holiday you participate in. I still participate in Christmas, such as, at least via tradition, I suppose. My Christmas this year was to not travel anywhere, not see any family, and just hang out here at my own place, doing nothing of consequence. And it was glorious. I loved every minute of it. Played quite a bit of City Skylines 2, which I've come to realize is a game that's terrible for me to play because it is a numbers go up game. It's very fun, and it's very hard to fail. It's very hard to lose. But my goodness, I can spend hours at that thing. It's awful, and I hate it. It's the best game. Oh. Also, as you may well know, I don't plan things very well. So I have just made tea, and by just made, I mean that the water is still 200 degrees. And I can't drink it. It's useless! But it'll be good. I recently, and by recently, I remembered recently that I like milk in my tea, and I've started doing that. But let me tell you, a sweet and spicy milk tea, top tier, 10 out of 10, love it. With a little bit of sugar too, because I have a problem. In any case, one of the reasons I wanted to, I forced myself to stream at the time that I'm streaming is because I needed to get something done. Gotta get anything at all done, because if I don't stream, I'll just stare at my canvas and not do anything and feel bad. And then play 7 hours of City Skylines 2 again. I can't have that. I can't keep doing that. About to run some errands, but I wanted to stop by. Hi! Welcome, Studio. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in and saying hey. I am going to attempt to be productive today and get literally anything at all accomplished. Although I think that's what I say every stream at this point. Maybe I should just embrace it. But yeah, I needed to stream today because otherwise I was just gonna let myself not to do things. But I hope everything's going well with you. I hope you are progressing and making progress. Progressing and making progress? That's a dumb thing to say. Anyway, on your projects, the things that you wanted to do. I shared what I believe to be a successful parallax. Oh, you did, and I saw that like last night as I was getting ready to pass out. I think I did want to take a look at that. I forgot all about it. Oh goodness, that's loud. Yeah. It does look a little bit like your houses are moving faster than the ground that the cat is walking on. But other than that, yeah, that looks good. Inspired. Yeah, did you... I didn't even notice that. But yeah, did you use, what's it, Clip Studio to make all of this? And of course, I don't want to keep you. I realize you've got to go and do things. But yeah, overall, it looks good. I used a sprite. Ah! Truly a person of culture. First time animating an A-Sprite. Did you use the tool that I mentioned, or did you find something else? Because I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The FX tool. It looks very smooth, to be quite frank. It looks very smooth compared to the things that I've made, that I remember making anyway. Especially that foreground. That's very, very smooth movement. I'm curious as to like how many frames you've got. Took me a whole day. I believe it. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't do that too much. Don't use the parallax tool all that often. I do think that like certain games, I think what is it? I think Game Maker Studio has a tool for that natively, and I think some other game making software does stuff like that. So to be honest, it might be, in the long term, it might be easier to just set something like that up in the game software, but I don't know. I've only ever really worked with Godot. I've just seen people work with, is it Game Maker Studio or Game Maker Toolkit, or one of those is a blog and one of those is a software. I can never remember which one. I think most engines have a parallax setting. Yeah, I guess at that point it'd be a question of how many different ones, like how many different layers of parallax can you engage with? I did see I was watching a video like a week ago now, I guess, that talked about a game that sort of infamously did it wrong. So you know, when you're going from left to right, for example, all the stuff in the background is supposed to also go left to right. Or I guess if you're going from left to right, all the stuff in the background is going from right to left. But it goes slower. You know, like it goes by slower the further away it is. Well, there was this game, which I can't remember the name of, that apparently did both of those things wrong. So as you're moving to the right, all of the background moves faster than you and in the direction that you're moving. I was like, yes, seeing this, very jarring. It also, it does have the effect, interestingly enough, of making it kind of look like you're running around like inside a weird kind of mirror tower thing. So I'm sure that there's some utility for that. I've just never seen it. But like they showed a clip of the game being played and it's like, wow, that's very disorienting. I hate this. Yeah, played a game like that and it's so disorienting. Yeah, highly unpleasant if you're not prepared for it. I want to say that like the old Super Ghouls and Ghosts game had a segment of the game that was like this, but you're literally running around a tower, right? Like you're walking up a staircase that's circular, and all the stuff in the background is going in the other direction, but it makes sense in context, and they don't use it for the whole game. But so one of the things that I'm planning to work on today is I want to rough out some stuff for maybe putting. So I have an idea in my mind for a game that I would love to make. I've had it for like over a year. However, I don't know enough coding to make the game I want to make, and it's a big project. Like, I would need an overworld, and I would need like 5 different levels and settings and monsters and enemies and NPCs and all of that stuff. And so I'm thinking, I need to make something more simple. I need to make a short, easy to put together thing. So I'm thinking really, really simple assets that I can animate. Quickly, a side-scroller, maybe a platformer, or maybe a top-down game. I'm not sure yet which one of those would be easier. But that's where I think I'm going to start. So let me open up something really quick here, if I can remember where I put it. There we go. There it is. Let's go ahead and switch over to the canvas. Aha. So I made this a while back. This is for the same character. Da-da-da-da-da. Where is my original? There it is. That's this character. This is Straya. Old character of mine. I'll come back if you're still alive. I may very well be live depending on how long you are. But either way, thank you for stopping in. So yeah, this is Straya, and I've done a lot of animating with her as a sprite character. One of the things that I probably made work too hard on myself over is that her handedness matters. So right and left means that if she's walking to the right and I want her to be walking to the left, I have to animate entirely new sprites. I can't just flip it. Well, I suppose I could flip it, but I'm not about to let myself get away with that because it matters to me. But this is a lot, right? Like just the walking animation is probably 6 or 8 frames. I don't even remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you know what? Where do we even start here? Okay, start with right foot back. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's 6 to 8 frames. That's a lot. Especially if I want to do that for multiple characters and a lot of different other things. So the point is, I'm going to start with something a little more simple. This might be too simple. It might be more simple than I wanted, but we're going to try it. As far as our assets and things go. But it's cute, right? What in the world did I... Is that really... I feel like a fool. I made a whole layer? What in the world? Oh, I remember what I did. Goodness, it's been so long since I looked at this file. So, like, I think I noticed there was a problem right here. And I needed her to be... What else gets added right here? I needed her to be behind something. Anyway, not really that important, I suppose. I think I have a file of this where she's already running. I should probably put all of these in the correct order. not important. Dun, 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 Sorry, I forgot how funny this is. I remember now. Okay, so I originally wanted her to be in this one little block for some reason. But I realized over here, not this one, that the horns just look better with this extra pixel on the outside. So we're gonna do that on purpose. Also, getting back to my pixel art roots, where I just use mouse and keyboard to do all the things. It's about to get really tedious. I can feel it. But such is the nature of these things. Just individual pixels. I think I mentioned this before, but there is something to be said for when a character, when an animation gets small enough, I guess, in pixels, like there's a grading, right? Like you make something so big and there's a level of detail that you have to adhere to. But then the smaller you get, to a certain extent, you lose a lot of that detail. Well, when you get in such small pixel art, it gets harder again to animate, because all the details are individual specific pixels, and you need all of them, which you're working on. I have decided that if I'm gonna make a game, I need to roll my scope back to what I've been thinking about. So instead of a full-on character with a lot of different animations and a lot of different levels and a lot of different backgrounds and NPCs and mechanics and things, if I'm gonna make a game, I should make something simple first. So that's where I'm at, Darkbug. Also, welcome in. But I've decided to go back and use this tiny sprite as the basis for a game, since I've already done a little bit of work on it, and hopefully animating sprites at this size will be a bit easier. It'll let me actually, you know, animate things, maybe. Like a one-shot or concept. Yes, exactly that. And, well, to a certain extent also, not just a proof of concept, but also a proof of, or a practice run, let's say. Like I need to figure out how to make the things work, get an actual completed project under my belt of any kind. But that's hilarious. I love this running animation. It's my favorite thing. Wrong button. Nope. Yeah, making characters and animating them at this size is not too bad. And that'll leave me room to practice on more other things. Guess you try the FNAF 1 formula. Just make basic gameplay to set to one map. Just get harder as you progress. I suppose, yeah, I suppose that could work. Although, yeah, I don't know. I'm just sort of flinging stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks for my own self, right? Because I was just talking about how I need to focus on whatever thing has hyper fixated me, I guess, and do as much of that thing as I possibly can in order to get anything done. So again, hopefully, if I play my cards right, all of the things that I've done while fixated on that thing will be enough to actually carry me through the entire project. But we'll see. Okay, so if we start... Alright, we're going to start with this character as a base. And we want her to have... Basically, I want her to have a sword draw animation. Where does she actually draw the sword? There it is. That's a shield. That's the E overlay. Okay. So we need to have these two frames, basically. Bring that over here. Zoom. There's gonna be a lot of me just mucking around with figuring out how I want the things to be laid out to convey the proper motion, I guess. Not that. Wrong one. Yes, I don't need that as much as I need that. But also, what if I moved her backwards instead? A little bit of a delay there. Might be fine. I suppose I also want shield. Of course, if shield exists, nothing else really needs to. That makes any sense whatsoever. Which it may not. Basically, my thought here is, if the shield is here, then it's going to cover up everything, basically. Actually, I guess I could combine these two things and put this behind. So it's like she's pulling it out from behind her. That might make more sense, actually. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, okay. I think I figured it out. What needs to happen is all of this needs to move. Because this really does need to be over here. Is that the same one? No, that's the full lunge. What's the difference in distance between these two? There's a 3-pixel difference. There we go. That's where that should be. And then we can just duplicate that back over here. And then move it. I think over to there. There's a full black bar here, right there. Yeah, that'll do. And I guess the rest of these would just be the rest of this. I now see the error of my ways. These two need to be flipped. Nope, wrong one. There's something I need to figure out is how fast I want everything to move. This is all moving at 100, so that's going to be a little bit different. So there's a basic attack animation. Okay, so I need movement, or maybe a block. Let's make a couple other layers. Ooh, not there though. Want them there. So what does she look like with shield forward? This direction. That's gonna be pretty important, I would think. Might need to redraw the whole thing, probably. Okay. Just so we can keep the colors consistent. Hey, thanks for the lark, Darkbug. Is much appreciated. get on that tool. That's weird. Nope, 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 nope. I don't like it. What am I doing? What am I even doing here? This is very strange. I don't know what I've done wrong. I think I figured it out though. Tea might be ready now. Could possibly be. Ah, yes. No longer 200 degrees. Now only a balmy 150. Not really, I don't know. Didn't actually test. Did anybody do that? Use a food thermometer on their... That's why I keep switching to that. Use a food thermometer on their drinks. Seems like a strange thing. Or rather, seems like it would be a strange thing to do. That does make her look like she's looking a little bit more aside. I don't like this sword. I think it's gonna need to be either straight up or straight sideways to look good. Of course, I suppose the alternative here would be to just have something like this. Sort of to show that the sword is going this direction. But I don't know that that really works either, to be honest. Yeah, I think sword up or sword out is still the best answer here. There we go. That'll be good enough, basically. So basically what we'll end up having here is, this is running... This is moving without weapons. It'll be always sort of that angle. This will be shield up, basically. I think that's a bit more obvious as to what it is. Make a new layer of this. that. Come over here. We will paste. Get rid of that because we don't need it. Oops. Needs to be on that layer. Go. Did all of that. We delete that. Excellent. Love it. Might be a little bit fast. And, to be honest, I do feel like moving all of this down one step will be funny. And then one up one step. No, the tip of the sword moving like that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Visually. Doesn't look good visually. Amazing. I love it. Of course, now I have to do all this exactly the other direction. Hey, thanks, Dave. Appreciate the lurk. I really need an alert for when people lurk, so that I can acknowledge that you're lurking. Although, I suppose if you're lurking, that's not necessarily something you want. I know some people do not want to be acknowledged whilst they are lurking. That's why they are lurking. Yeah, I think that actually does work a little better. Okay. I'm gonna do the thing where I move this over one. Not gonna move any of that. She's just got it closer. Then we're going to have to acknowledge that this is a thing that exists. So right here. And then right there. Guess that does need to be there. Yeah, you know what? No. I say no. Hello, Shagrim. Also, hello, Pip-Boy pals. Welcome in. The program I'm using right now to make pixel art. I'm using a sprite. Asprite. Aspirate. However you want to say it. I'm never sure. But it's A-E-S-P-R-I-T-E. I always spell it wrong, too. But in my opinion, and granted my opinion is only informed by very limited amount of experience in various pixel art programs, I think that this is probably the best one, especially if you want to do animations. It's very, very intuitive once you learn all the hotkeys, or any of the hotkeys really. It's very intuitive to use and easy to make animations. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite. That's not what I wanted. You're very welcome. It's not very expensive either. Like, I don't know if you've looked it up already, but it's usually somewhere around 15 to 20 bucks, I think. But also, if you follow it, follow the devs, there's usually a sale, or there's lots of people who give away free copies on Twitter or other places. So if you're looking to get it for free or cheap, just keep an eye out for it and wait. It will happen. It's inevitable. You will use a sprite. Not really. I mean, a sale. A sale or a discount of some kind is inevitable. Maybe a shield there, so it doesn't matter anyway. I can already feel I'm going to regret not separating these assets. like the sword from the everything else. It's too late now. Okay, that should do it, actually. Might need to move the shield a bit. Those are equidistant. Yeah, they are. Booey. It just means it's gonna look weird. If I want both of these sprites to have the same profile or silhouette-ish. I want them to be the same width, basically. Need to keep it at that specific location. You know what? That's okay, though. It'll be alright. I'm French, so I don't understand everything you say. The stream is chill, and I like that. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here anyway. I do try to have everything be very cozy and relaxed. Also, thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube. I am streaming YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, and so I don't always notice where the comments coming in from. So, but thank you for being here. But yeah, just trying to have a little cozy corner of the internet. For those of you who are new, I'm Arterian the Grey. This is my magic shop, where the magic happens. All the pixel art you see on screen, I made myself. I mostly only like to use my own stuff. So I made, yeah, everything that's going on, including the stuff that's on the bottom of the screen, although I don't know, now that I think about it, I don't know if that's showing up on YouTube or not. Yep, it is, yeah. The little stream avatars down there, I made all those. Although some of them are based on friends' characters and things. But right now we're working on trying to make something that is possibly for a little short game. I'm interested in doing some game dev stuff, and we shall see if I'm capable of it. I had an original idea for something, but then I thought, you know, the scope of that idea is a bit large, right? Like, I want to have a character with like 5 different levels, and an overworld that you can run around on, and different power-ups and things you can have, and I thought, yeah, I don't know how to code, so that's a lot to try and put all at once, so I figured maybe I should start with something small. Software looks great, I've never heard of it. Really? Well, if you're into pixel art and you follow any kind of pixel art game dev, which I definitely recommend, then Sprite is, I won't say it's ubiquitous, but it is pretty popular. There's definitely a lot of people who use it, and I am pretty convinced it's the best pixel art focused animation program for sure. It's hard to believe that I actually have the same amount of frames here. Or not frames, but frame rate. Same frame rate. Let's see, where is this? It's right there. Okay. So one of the things I'm trying to do here is have a bit of... The word I want to use is verisimilitude, but that's a lot. Make it look correct for her being right-handed both directions. So if she's right-handed and her shield and sword stay in the same hand, both sides, I want that to be reflected in the art of the sprite. Oh, that's why that looks weird. This is completely wrong. I'm gonna have that like that, then I need to have this over here. That would be 1, 2, and then there, so we'll just put that like so. Although if this is her running this direction animation, I guess I move the sword one closer over here. There. There, and there. There we go. Does that make sense? No. Does not. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Heyo, I'm glad I stumbled across your stream while I'm drawing. This looks cool. Thank you. Welcome in, Pukiz. And welcome to the magic shop. Yeah, I tend to do a variety of different art. It's whatever I'm focused or fixated on, I guess I should say, at a given time. Sometimes I get fixated on making pixel art, sometimes I get fixated on making pixel art animations, or regular animation, or just drawing in particular and getting better at that. And sometimes I want to do game dev, you know. So I try to take advantage of the fixations as they hit me. Does this really look... I don't think... Okay, I know what I need to do. This needs to look slightly different, I think. Needs to move over here. Because she was set slightly forward. Was that right? There. Didn't even show up. That's cool. I don't experience fixations, but it's cool to see how your workflow is like. Getting into game dev too, it takes a lot of learning. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just saying a minute ago that I had this big idea for a cool game, and then I realized I do not know how to code. So that's a big learning curve. The right spot? No, it is too far to the back. That's better. What a mood. Big ideas, little knowledge. Yeah, so I remember, just to give you an example, I made a transition for my channel that I don't really use anymore because I made a new one, but I decided that I wanted to make one back before when I was just getting started making stuff for Twitch, or streaming rather, and I made a transition from one scene to another, and I decided I was going to spend like 40 to 60 hours in learning how to use Blender, which I had never used Blender before, and to be honest with you, I haven't used it since. This was like over a year and a half ago. But I spent 40 hours on it, and I made a thing, and then I used it. But I was just, like, focused on doing that one thing for an entire week. Hello! Welcome in, Og. Importa? Kitty Importa? Welcome. Welcome to randomly making the little squares dance. What I do here, I make the little squares dance. This is incorrect. No, it's just that the sword is moved slightly different. Whatever, they're not gonna have the same profile, and I'll have to get over it. Thanks. You're welcome. Messed around in Blender as well, and the learning curve. Holy moly! Yes, absolutely. Do you speak Spanish? I don't. I understand a little bit, but I would not be able to have a conversation. I don't speak it very well. I don't know much English. Yeah, I know a little Spanish. Basically, in high school, I had 2 years of Spanish class, and I remember just enough to sort of know what's going on sometimes. Yeah, the only part of that is that I can understand is que habla español. Do not know what those first two words are. Okay, so we've got this. We need a jump animation too, but with this sprite basically up here. Okay, so how to do this? So one thing that I've learned about as far as game dev to a certain extent is that the lead time from button press to actual action makes a big difference. So for example, if I wanted to have this character do a jump, I could have her just boing, and I think that Mario does it this way. Like, you hit the button and it springs immediately. But if you ever played a game like a FromSoft game, like Elden Ring or any of the Dark Souls, well, not any of the Dark Souls because they don't have jumps. But anyway, in a game like Elden Ring and other 3D platformers, sometimes there is a little bit of a lag. So you hit the button, the character sort of prepares and then jumps. There's just a split second of inertia, and it can add a feeling of weight to the game and to the movement, and I like that. I don't know if it would fit with this kind of game, though. I love that little shark. Is that me? Probably. Hang on. This one? It is. This is you. You are a shark. I do think, I don't know, so I think YouTube hasn't integrated yet, but on Twitch you can change which avatar you have. There might be a way to do it in commands as well, like exclamation points, or exclamation point and then a command, but I'm not sure. If I'll have to look that up and put that somewhere so that those of you who are viewing on YouTube can check me out, or can check out your own avatars as well. Eventually, probably this character will be added as an avatar option at some point. How long have you been at pixel art? That's kind of a hard question. Technically, I started doing pixel art and streaming sort of around the same time. Well, maybe a little bit later on the pixel art. But about 2 years, I guess? Yeah, about 2 years, I think. To the day, or to the month, rather. I did start streaming around December 21. And was doing mostly pixel art in that time. That? What? We found it all. Who are you? I should have known. Nebby! Welcome. Oh wait, is my chat not on? It might not be. I always forget to unenable those. Listen, Nebby, I forget a ton of things. Although I did set up some new alerts, thank you very much. How are you doing? I am a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna give up. Sorry, I'll stop. There's one. That's... Is it? No. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Oh, goodness. I've broken it. I knew this was gonna happen. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Pukez. But I'm... Oh, man. So, okay. So, Twitch has done a thing where you can have default alerts via Twitch. But I had those alerts already set up in a different program. And now it's... now it's all broken. I have done goofed. It's okay though, I'll fix it. Maybe. Eventually. You know, no. What's gonna happen is eventually I'm gonna be a absolutely huge streamer with tons of followers, and then I will just pay someone to fix it for me. But thank you so much for the follow. You can always enable the Twitch alerts but never use their source. Well, you see, the thing is, it automatically does all of them. Like, I didn't set up a follower alert on Twitch, but because I'm using other follower alerts, or because I'm using other alerts rather, like the channel point redeems, for example, it's just the same source for all of them. When the flames get bigger, how does the lighting work? You took me a brief moment to figure out what you were talking about, but but yes, essentially, excuse me, the way, if you're talking about for my model, the thing that I actually ended up doing, if I remember correctly, was I have a filter or a screen, an overlay, basically, on. It's either the one where the flames are on or where the flames are off that makes it darker or lighter. And then I just undid it whichever way it was. Actually, you know what? Why am I asking? I can pull this up and tell you. I have it right here. Da-da-da-da. Where am I? Who am I? What even are this? Is this the one? It's not that one. Is it? I've got so many different files for this. Nope, it's not that one. There it is. There it is. Yeah. So roll it down here. I just have a layer right here that is set to brighten, or overlay rather. Set to overlay, 60% opacity, and that turns on. Or that is how it changes. Welcome in, Eric Godby. I love pixel art. I too love pixel art. As you can tell, I've done a little bit of pixel art. Everything you see on screen, I made myself, including my avatar. Cool. Oh, also, this is kind of important. I guess technically you could do that, or do what I've done here with just about any GIF. Any PNG tuber program that allows you to use GIFs, you could do that. The art is certainly pixel, as it should be. As it should be. But I'm using, what's it called? ToonTuber, which is technically not the software, it's just the setup for the software. But the actual extension is called Sammy, with an I, S-A-M-M-I. But if you are familiar with Scott Falco, he's an animator, he's on YouTube. He put together a Toon tubing setup, which I am currently using, and I like it for a lot of reasons. It does everything I want it to do. It took me a little bit of getting used to, but it does in fact do what I want it to do. The easiest and coolest thing is that I can just, well, when I'm not set up on the wrong screen, I can hit buttons and I can change and use a different animation if I want to. Like if I need more power. Whoop. Use online pixel art tools like pixel art. Yeah, I've heard of that one, and I think I played around with that back when I was getting started, but, and maybe it was that one, maybe it was a different one, but there were a few limitations that it had that I didn't love. But I got a Sprite, and I've never looked back, and I've never really even considered using anything else, because it does everything I want it to do, pretty much. The only thing that it doesn't do is, and I think most pixel art programs don't do this, is you can't rotate the canvas easily, I should say. Like, if you want to rotate it, it's in here, and you can only do like 90 degrees. Yeah, you can only do 90-degree increments, basically, or flip it. But in a traditional art program, you can just sort of rotate things around so that it's easier to draw. But in pixel art, it doesn't matter so much because I'm just using a mouse. Oh, also, I don't think I said, welcome in, mentally confused duck. I hope, I sincerely hope that you're a duck on the bottom of the screen right now. Let's see, I need, is this the shield layer? I think it is. Put that there, no, crap, no, what I need is a new layer. Put this up here. Maybe I squish it. She is... Yeah, I squish it. Feel welcomed. Good. Fortunately, I was not set as a duck. It happens. Yeah, I think that there is a way to allow for messages sent to change your avatar, but I haven't set that up yet, and I don't know how it works. So I will make and I will endeavor in the future to make that a possibility. But otherwise, if you're interested, you can go to Twitch and use the extension that's on the channel page there. To change your avatar to whatever you'd like it to be. But if you don't want to go to Twitch, I don't blame you. 'Tis a silly place. Why did I do this? Why didn't I do what I have done? Heard a word? Did I cut out for a second? Sorry. I might have my microphone tuned a bit too specifically. So if I speak too far away from it, it won't pick me up. Because I don't want randos coming into my house and yelling things at me, and then that being picked up on stream. Not that that's a thing that happens. Or anything. There it is. It happened again. Hey, thanks for the follow, mentally confused duck. I appreciate it. You know what? That I'm gonna fix, because that is taking me out. I need to change this thing from the way that it is working. Alerts. No. No.
Gray, Cookies wants you to hydrate.
Who dat? Who dis? Quack. Alright, fine. You get a hydrate. That is one that I set up, and it is working. But also, for those of you who are new, I apologize for what you're about to experience, but this is a tradition, and I can't fight tradition in this particular thing. Thank you for the hydrate. Duck, do you know how to earn a buck? I tell you, they're crawling all over the US right now. Bucks everywhere. The dithering looks cool. Yeah, thank you. It was kind of a last minute choice, but I think it worked out all right. I've been fixed. I'm sorry to hear that. Or congratulations? Congratulations. Dithering is one of those things that I feel like if you don't commit to it and just do it like everything in dithering, unless you have very small parts that aren't, but like you have to fully do it or not do it at all, right? Because like if one part of your thing is dithered and the rest of it isn't, it's like immediately jarring to me. So maybe that's just a me thing. Okay, we're gonna do... I feel a mild disturbance with that honk. I'll set my dog off here in a second. Oh, let's see. How do I want to do this? I guess I just put the leg straight out, huh? Or, alternatively... What? Am I on the wrong layer? Oh, no, I just hit the wrong button. I make operating system concepts in pixel art. You mean, operating system concepts? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about, like, the graphical interface? Like the UI? Oh my god! Welcome, Yandel. Thank you for the sub. Also, sorry that your sub is getting double played. But thank you so much. I ask what you're working on. You probably got this question a few times, making sprites for fun or specific projects. Currently, I am in... The plan is to use this character and use this sprite in a game. So, I have... This is Straya. She is one of my characters. And I made this a while back with the intention of putting her into a game. And then I realized that the scope of the game in my own head had gotten away from me. And everything I want this game to be isn't really gonna work if I have to do all of the artwork myself, which I am. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make something smaller, I'm gonna scale it back, and we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start here and see how far we get, and make, like, actually make something, is the plan. So once I've actually made a game using this, then hopefully I will then be able to actually have something under my belt, as it were. New emotes. Yes, indeed. There's one in there that I think you'll really appreciate. And I was, at least, unless Twitch has banned it already, which... you know, fair. Fair if so. Oh, well, I do wish you luck on that. Thank you. There it is. Yeah, thank you. Again, like I was talking about with the fixation thing, hopefully I will be able to make this and get done with enough of it before I lose the will to carry on, I guess, with it. Story of my life, to have, you know, several dozen slightly unfinished projects. You know, I don't know how many of these I actually need. I may not actually need that many frames for a jump. Especially not with a thing like this. So, in that case, I can make another one here. I'm gonna just assume that this will work perfectly. Amazing. This is gonna be fine. It's gonna work. Does Twitch and YouTube hide links from messages in chat? It might. I'm not sure. I don't have anything set to do that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have anything set to do that, but also I'm using a software called Restream in order to broadcast on both Twitch and YouTube, and it has a combined chat for me, which if I could display that somehow I would, but it also might not be showing links, so if you do share a link to something, please let me know. And if it's something dangerous, I will find you. Does this work? It kind of works. Could I share my pixel art projects? Of course! Please, feel free. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I don't care that much. We're gonna let that go. We're gonna let it be. Definitely not an easy feat doing a game alone. The art and animations alone is a massive task. Don't I know it? But I keep getting people telling me that I should make a game. So, we'll see if I can make a game. Maybe that's good enough? Feels kind of weird the other way. And then a landing. Nope, don't like that. It's probably one of those things here in this particular instance that is not that important. But actually, hold on. Can I get away with being on the right layer? Get away with... Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Link isn't showing up. Please check chat. YouTube, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not showing up in regular chat. That might be a YouTube settings thing where they just don't want you to share links. Because like I said, I haven't done anything. I haven't changed anything at all. So that must be a YouTube side thing, and I don't know how to fix it right now. If you like, however, hold on, let me see if this works. Da-da-da. Did that show up in YouTube's chat? I don't think it did. Well, here, let me grab you a link to my Discord, and you can feel free to hop in and share some stuff. Invite people. Here, I'll put this in the chat, and you can use that. Hopefully that works. But yeah, feel free to drop some of your artwork in there or link to it, and I'll check it out. So yeah, the idea with this big animation here is you would start with this frame. You'd hit the button. There'd be a slight crouch. This would be the going up. This would be the coming down, and then I probably would need a landing. Indeed. Speaking of... Speaking of? No. My brain is just filling in phrases to fill time. To fill gaps in what I want to say and me thinking of how to say it. So what I'm going to do right now, I've been streaming for some amounts of time that is relevant to the task I'm about to undertake. I'm going to take a break. Stand up, walk around, put my face in a cat, you know, the usual thing. But we will be right back. And we'll do some more of this. Slight delay. Take my dog outside. But I'm back now. I'm back now. Alright. Landing animation. That's where we're at. Thanks for the warm welcome, Yandel. No, I can always count on you. Real talk, though. I actually can. What? Was is this? Mental pizza. That's saying I'm cooking. Thanks for the welcome back. Spread my message to the people. Don't need all that. Yep, that is the message. Spread it far throughout the land. You know what, actually? I kind of feel like this would be better. But what we're gonna do is... I'm gonna be on this layer. We're just gonna move this. Save your work. Ah, yes, this is good. So this is another problem that I have. I have worked for 4+ hours, sometimes 6 or 8+ hours on a thing without saving. As you can see by the name up here saying Sprite 0001, I haven't saved this as anything yet. So for the entirety of the time I've been working, I've yet to save this because I'm a professional and I know what I'm doing. Ball. We're actually gonna make a new folder for these. There we go. Listen, I've got to redeem for this. Do you save over the same copy or do you have different versions? Usually if I'm in a file, like if I made any kind of edits to this or whatever that I wanted to keep, I would just save this same version. But you may see as... So like if you see these 3 files here, these are... this is the base file. This is a version of the export, and this is a different version. I don't actually know what the difference between these two is. But usually I'll have the base file, which is an Sprite file, Sprite file. I did spell it wrong earlier. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible at this. Anyway, Sprite file versus the actual exported GIF. But yeah. Over one. I had a teacher once tell me to always save it as a new file, and I was like, valid, but I'd rather keep it as one unless there's substantial changes that I did. Always gotta save, never know when it'll crash. You know, yeah, that's true too. So first off, Yandel, as far as like always save as a new version, but I mean maybe, but I don't want 300 different things of, like, I guess it depends on what you're doing, because like if I go to save now, right, like let's say I made some changes here and I go to save now, or save as, and found it, I can click the right button. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up with like 40 of these by the time I'm done, if not more. That said, with the frequency with which I actually save, maybe not. But then I'll just have a whole bunch, and I will only need one of them once I'm done. So like you say, valid, however. But also, Sprite has a pretty good file recovery system. I think it has basically some kind of an autosave feature. But you can, I've had things crash on me, and I was still able to recover most of what I had already done. I've had a few times people I've commissioned told me it crashed and they lost a few hours. Oof, yeah. So there's a part of me that's like, man, I'm sure that for people who are better artists than me, that makes a whole lot of difference. And no, I do feel that though. Different programs treat that, or are able to weather that particular thing a bit differently, though. I think Sprite's pretty good. I can't remember, in the entirety of the time that I've worked, I can't remember any time that I've had the thing completely crash on me such that it, such that I lost something meaningful. Oh no. Oh no. I'm a fool, and my hubris knows no bounds. I have made a terrible error. This might be largely invisible, but you might be able to see the difference. This color and this color are not the same. Oh no. Oh no. But of course that means that all of these that I've been doing have this problem. Oh no. It's gonna drive me insane. It's too late. It's too late to go back now. I can't fix it. I cannot solve this problem. even though I'm messing with it now. Ah! I turn up my brightness all the way. It's too late. No. I mean, it's probably not too late. It's just, it would be super tedious to go back and edit every frame to make sure, like every frame of every sprite, to make sure that they all conformed correctly to this. No! It's basically the difference between for some crazy reason, back when I first made this sprite, I made the hair color and the border color different. It's just it's just highlights. Yeah, it's totally intentional. Absolutely. This is totally on purpose, even though this this border and this border are now completely different, and yeah. Great. Love. Why would I do that? Why would past me do that to me? Wizard is never late, nor does he make mistakes. Just happy little accidents, I guess. It's fine. You know what? No, actually, the fastest and easiest way to fix this would be to pick whichever color I want, and then just turn off contiguous limitations of the fill tool. Actually, you know what? No, there's a faster way. Select this color. Select this color with the alternate. Is it Shift R? Yeah, Shift R. Replace all. Now, everything that is the first color will be replaced with the second color. It is done. It is done. And no one will ever know. You were merely showing us how to fix said mistake. What? There was something to know? Yes. The thing to know was that the fix was actually quite simple. All in accordance to the wizard's plan. See? Easy. These are not the droids you're looking for. What if I did that? And then... marathoning Star Wars since I've been off from work. The entire, like, your entire holiday break, basically. So this will look a lot different in actual play, I'm sure. But my idea is, you start from standing. There'll be a crouch, the jump while you're rising up into the air, while falling down when you land, and then back to standing. About to make bad decisions. So many movies, man. Are you watching all of them? Including the Christmas special? That looks nice. Thank you. I tried really hard. I really did, actually. Okay, so minor detail here, and this may not matter in actual gameplay, because I've come to notice too that in actual gameplay of sprites, things look very different when you're just trying to animate something while it's standing still and hopefully it looks good. We don't talk about that one. Hopefully it looks good. But like, and that's usually like lateral movement. So like this might look fine to me, but I don't know how it's going to look when it's actually moving across a screen through an environment. But I'm kind of thinking that like, so if that's the landing, could have this one. Instead of shifting back, shift forward. Okay, so I don't know if this is like a noticeable difference. But okay, so if this is the beginning, there'd be like a shift back, jump, land, and then shift forward. Alternatively, we do it literally the other way. This one moves backwards. Actually, I think I like that better. You know what? I do like that better. Again, might look differently in play. Also, just to sell this a bit better, I'm going to move this up some. Hold on. I realized a problem. I don't think this impact looks good. That's the thing. So right now, as it goes, crouch, jump, fall, and then this impact is already fully taken, if that makes any sense. So like, normally when you land, there would be the part where you actually touch the ground, and then the impact of you having to scrunch up once you hit it. That is, that frame doesn't exist, basically. So I guess I could flip these. And then we go straight from here to there. Oh no. Okay, alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move these over. We're gonna shift this over there. Put this back here. You know what? That's not too bad. I was kind of worried about the sword. I am gonna move it though. I'm gonna shift it. Just so that there's some amount of consistency. Doing this on the wrong layer. Already doing this on the wrong layer. yet again. There we go. It's gonna move this all up one. Okay, I'm about to undo everything I just did, because that's what I think actually would look better here. Going back to the way that I had it sort of before. There. Now there's a bit of a transition between for the impact. Okay, and so what I think is actually going to be needed, this is going to be the final frame. Like, this is not part of the jumping animation. This is actually the standing animation. So we can have another frame here. Heck, I think even if we just repeated this one frame, it would look fine. Let's loop the whole thing. Of course, this frame would be several seconds long, but or I could just commit to making it 8 frames long. Another option. I do like 8 frames. 8 frames is nice. It's that nice little middle ground between 6 frames and 12 frames. Which, if you've never animated anything, especially in pixel art, and maybe this isn't true for all pixel artists or animators, but like, I feel that if I'm trying to make an animation of something, the amount of breathing room that 8 frames gives you over 6 frames is absolutely massive. Like, 8 frames to me now feels like this is the way animation should be done, in 8 frames of movement for a thing, especially pixel art. But like, 12 frames is that level of, this is going to be super smooth and it's perfect, but the workload is going to be way higher, and the what's the way to put this, like, the amount of effort you have to put into 12 frames versus the amount of effect you get out of it feels less impactful to me than the difference between input and effect between 6 and 8. 6 frames of animation for like a walk cycle looks kind of janky, but it can work. 12 frames of animation for a walk cycle looks really smooth, but it's a lot of frames. 8 feels like the beautiful middle ground there. Fair. I mean, and again, this is just kind of my experience with it. I'm sure that other artists will say different. I think I will actually move this. All ends up what it's for, though. Example of a walk cycle is pretty good. Oh yeah, so I worked on a game not too long ago where the limitations I was under was make a walk cycle in 6 frames, and I was like, no, why? Why you do this? Why you do this to me? I also got the opportunity to make like full animations, which I went overboard, and I was like, he's like, hey, we need an animation for this. I'm like, cool. How many frames do I have a frame limit? And they're like, eh, not really. 200 frames later. I may have let myself get carried away. If you're happy with it and they were happy with it, or they were happy too, then that's all that matters. Yeah. That's true. And I think they were satisfied. They did end up cutting down my 200 frame animation a little bit. But, you know, it's okay. That's how these things go. Beans. Beans, much like potato, is an intrinsically funny word. Okay, so what if I just... Okay, this is... I'm gonna need to... Nope. Not that. Nope, not that. Why can't I remember the right button for this? That's the button I wanted. Yeah, that's how I wanted that to look. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Pretty smooth. Yeah, I like it. I think that one extra frame... I mean, it's still technically 6 frames if you don't count the idle animation, which is going to be this one. Okay, so I also need shield up animation. Probably still want them to be able to move, but this should be easy, right? So I should be able to take this and just pick this out. Actually, hold on. I'll do it this way. No. How do I do this? How do I want this done? I want to move everything except the shield. We're gonna cut that line out. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move you forward. Basically do the same thing over here. Okay, I'm gonna make this a full animation now. It's gonna happen. Alright, alright, alright. And when I say a full animation, I mean correct number of frames. Hold on, what's going on? Did I move this too far? What? Who's nudging at me? Duck! Dare. Like I said, I get focused on things. And now what we're going to do is we're just gonna let this be doubled. We're gonna double all these because it's like a crawl. I don't know if this is gonna work, but my idea is is that when you have your shield up, you move slower. No, really? Is that really where that? Okay, we're gonna sort that out real quick. Do not want that to be there. I could also do like the sword being angled for these. Like when she crouches down, have the sword angle up. I'm curious to see how that looks. I'm only gonna do it on one though. Put this over here, put that there, put that there. Yeah, I think that'll work, actually. Real question is, can I get it to function here as well? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Cool. So we've got... We actually have most of the animations I think this character will need. Probably forgetting something... like... standard. Most of them are even 6 frames. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Cool. So now I just need to code everything. Yay! Taking damage? Why you gotta remind me of things? But no, that's fair. Take these and move them up here. Or defeat. So you want defeat? Right, fine, defeat. Wait, why is that not on the right tool? What in the world? Hold on, sorry, something is wrong. That's fair. Oh, that's what's going on. Sorry. Turn that off. I was very confused. You may be confused. That is how I gain my wisdom. More often I am confused. More often I can become unconfused. And the more times I become unconfused, the more I have learned. Something like that. Dead. Sounds wise to me. Like how the sword is almost a gravestone. Yeah, that was not intentional, but it did end up working out that way. And then just floating above will be... There. Done. And I'll totally commit to making a particle effect where the shield flies off in a random direction. That's totally not going to come back and bite me. I'll totally be able to do that, no problem. God. But yeah, anyway. damage taken. Okay, hold on. I need to fix this. This needs to be here. Yeah, slightly elevated. There will obviously, now that I think about it, need to be... Like, this is kind of a joke. There'll need to be some kind of falling down animation. Continue off of your jump. It's already a form of falling. Yeah, I was thinking more like falling to knees and then falling straight over. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move this up here. That's our end frame. We're trying to get to. Think about falling from a platform. Oh, I see. Yeah. So I will probably, for that, I will probably just use this. You walk off the edge and you just into that straight away. Oh, right. Trying to figure out what on earth I was doing. Actually, hold on. I have a better idea than what I was about to do. From here... You made these duck sprites that walk around in stream. I did. I made those as well. Actually got that. Oh, actually, you know what? I should share this. You might appreciate this. Let me see. Where is it? They're pretty cool. I love them. I'm glad you do. So I've got more as well. Let me see. Where are you? Is this all of it? This might be all of it. Got a good laugh out of that. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, it was kind of... I made the other thing inspired on making it this way. The duck was kind of a request. But yeah, I think if you exclamation point jump... Why do you not... Stop! Stop! There we go. I think if you exclamation point jump, it'll do the jump and spin. Wait. Did it do it? They did the jump and spin. Okay, I just missed it then. Good. Yeah, I think I have basically every creature programmed a special jump and spin kind of thing. Pretty sure sprites like these that walk can also be put into a program walk around your computer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so technically the way that this is, these are stream avatars, they can work that way. If I were to like maximize the whole thing onto my desktop. But yeah, there's probably a separate program that does the same thing. Also, I did not mean to move these this way. I need this back. Because I want these. I need a frame of reference. While I'm working. There we go. You can also do other stuff with stream avatars, like make them, you can make little platforms and things for them to crawl around on or jump into, and little mini games and whatnot. Thank you, Stream Elements. Save. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I haven't at all bothered getting around to. What do I need to move here? I think... Will that work? Hmm. Okay, yeah, we're gonna drop straight down here and move all of this back one as well. Ah! Hey! Thanks for the sub! Mentally Confused Duck, thank you so much for your sub, especially the Prime sub. You've only got one, and you decided to spend it here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I forgot about Prime subs. Whenever I hear Prime sub, I think of a sandwich. Like, you know, the subscribe. You know, it's like part of our culture now. But like Prime sub specifically, to me, I think sandwich, and I can't get away from it. This is kind of a joke. I don't need this. But yeah, thank you. I also often forget about Prime subs. That's a little bit of a sleight of hand there, I think. I don't blame you for thinking that. You know what? I'm gonna have to go get a sandwich now. A little bit of sleight of hand. The sword here in the middle at this stage is slightly smaller than it is here. But I don't think you'll be able to tell. Maybe I'm wrong. Not at all. That's why. Sorry, it's being weird. Okay, so I need to edit the final here a little bit, I think. I work in a kitchen. Oh yeah? What kind? What do you make? I've never worked in a kitchen myself. I have worked in a sandwich shop. Well, I'll say I've never worked in a kitchen. I was a dishwasher for a while. And it was like, that was the thing we did. That was all that we did, was wash the dishes. But like, oh man, working at a sandwich shop. That was not fun. Well, it was interesting, but customers, man. And then, you know, rush hour when you just got nothing but people. The bar kitchen, decent menu, burgers, flatbread, soup, salad, fish, wings. Oh, yeah, okay, so basically everything. Anything you could want. Today is steak special. I do like me some steak. Although, so my thing about restaurant steak is I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled by really good homemade steaks. So like, if I go to a restaurant, and like, I'm sure, like, I've been to really nice restaurants and they do steak well, but like, there's a lot of chain restaurants that I've been to that's like, I'm just not gonna order steak here because it's fine. I'd rather have a burger. I'm not gonna order a steak, get myself hyped up, and then realize, oh, it's fine. I think myself one of the better cooks. Only been cooking for a year and a half. Okay. Yeah, and that's not to denigrate anybody in particular. Like, I'm sure that some steak is good. It's just been so hit or miss for me that I have no longer have any trust. Blech. I like it. Maybe we'll keep this. Definitely hit or miss. Been to a few places they completely butcher the temperature I order it at. Like, still good, but man, I wanted medium, not well. Okay, so here's my big thing about steak. I remember when I was much younger, I went to a steakhouse with my brother, and he orders his steak rare. That's the thing he liked to do. I'd never gotten a steak rare. Gonna head out. Thanks for the vibe. Managed to stay focused and finish my drawing with your stream. Hey, glad I could help, and thanks for being here. Hope to see you around again sometime. Take it easy. So anyway, my brother ordered rare steak, and I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I didn't like it. Or I didn't think I'd like it, but I'll try it. And my reaction was, that's noodle meat. That's it's like a wet noodle, and it's not my thing. No, thank you very much. So like, I didn't care for rare. Did not care for rare steak. And so I order whenever I would get steak, which again was, no pun intended, was rarely. I have the same problem. None of the local restaurants are willing to cook me a well-done steak covered in mayo. That's asking to get thrown out, Royale. But yeah, anyway, he had a family member-in-law. They had bought some meat on, it was like on discount, but like this was like, it was like $1,000 worth of meat of steaks that they got for like $200. But like they were these like inch, like two and a half inch thick slabs of meat that he cooked. And I'm like, and there he was like, how do you want yours cooked? And I said, I want it medium, because that's the way I'd always ordered it. But the people who I was there with were like, you're gonna regret that. And sure enough, I tried one of the rare steaks that somebody, like a piece of it that somebody else had made, and I was like, oh no, this is really good. Well-done steaks are easy; they just take a while. Yeah, but like since then, I do like a rare steak. Like if you cook a steak, you take a slab of meat and you cook it, and you put nothing on it other than like maybe butter or whatever, that's not gonna be good. Like you can get a really good cut of meat maybe, but like you need to season it. Stuff has to be done to it, you know, to make it taste good. And I don't mean mayonnaise and ketchup, okay? But yeah, anyway, I was convinced that it's just chain restaurants that can't do steak, and I'm spoiled now. Salt and pepper at a minimum. Yeah, absolutely. Salt and pepper, and even like while you're cooking it, put in a bunch of, like, chop up a bunch of spices, and put that in the pan to cook off a little bit. Good, really good. Oh, right, I need to move this. Why is it not in the right spot? A flat top grill that I cook on there. Put a hat on the burgers to cook them faster and keep the juices in better. Yeah, I've seen places do that. I don't think I've ever done that myself, but yeah, I get the concept for sure. Don't know if this particular bit will matter. Yeah. Damn. There. That's one frame pain. One frame hurt animation. But. Of course, I'll have to do it for the other side as well. And then we can do something really spiffy. Just in these frames. see here. One of these is gonna work. I'm not sure what I like best. Like the only one besides the other cook at my place that will butter the buns to toast them. Well, however, I can do that for you. Is the buttering of the buns to toast them not a standard practice? I feel like that should be standard practice. Actually, wait, hold on. I've done this poorly. That's what I need to do. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna delete that. It's exactly the wrong thing that I wanted to do. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna select all of this. We're gonna deselect all of that. We're gonna come back up to here. Do that. Also, we want to add in where the shield is. Here we go. Excellent. All right. I think I'm gonna need to stop for now. This is good. I enjoy this. Should be standard practice, but I believe the others aren't looking to an extra step for better quality. More lazy than anything. But like, you can taste the difference. At least I can. I appreciate the extra mile. I happen to very much like butter. I think it makes a big deal of a difference. And that's the thing, like, it would it's one of those things that I feel like from the restaurant side, you're not gonna get that, but like get this, but like when a customer comes in, they get the burger with the toasted bun with the butter on it, and they're like, wow, this is really good. They come in another time and they try the burger and it doesn't have that, and they're like, wow, this was better the last time I was here. They must have changed their recipe. It's not as good as I remember, and then they don't come back as often. But that's of course all anecdotal, and I can't exactly verify that. It's just how I feel inside. Let's see. And before I stop, because I'm gonna stop here in just a second. It's all about the cook most of the time. It's a constant change. Yeah, but then you have that problem of it's inconsistent. Don't know what to expect. No. Not sure about this. What am I doing? I'm messing up. Something is messed up. I'm gonna leave it. Alright, so we go here. No, Shift Z, Control Z. Okay, the shield is just kind of melting over that. It's not... Not really what I was going for. Let's cut this down one step. Okay, yeah, I think the way to fix this is just that. And actually, let's move this over a little bit. Here we go. And now move this arm out. Like that. And I'm going to be on the correct layer. Because I am a smart cookie. What I'm doing. Just kind of chucking it. He's like, yeah. I don't need this anymore, I'm dead. I'm gonna keep it. At least for now, I'm keeping it. Okay. We don't get consistent. Most people learn the menu from one other cook who will add butter and buns and season things. The last effort to fight back. Okay, yeah, maybe I should throw the shield in the opposite direction. How far does this go? Over to here? Turn that on and center this here. We're starting from here. I want... Ah!
Royal with cheese 43 cheer 10 bits.
Hey, thanks for the bits. Thanks for the bits, Royale. Again, you've caught me off guard. I set that up.
Royal with cheese 43 cheered 5 bits.
And thank you for the 5 bits.
Royal with cheese 43 cheer 10 bits.
Oh god. It's never gonna stop now. I hope it's not like inputting from both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, because then this is never gonna end. Oh no, you're just continuing to cheer. Thank you. There shouldn't be a delay on it. Oh man, what was I doing? Where even am I? Going backwards kind of makes sense. Well, yeah, let's see if making it go forward makes sense. Okay, that's a bit much. Goes up too. Oh, that's what I need. I need to shift it there. Nope. Doesn't quite have the same impact. But yeah, we'll leave it for now. Maybe we'll come back to it. Oh man, okay. So for those of you who joined the thing late, we're leaving the art room, we're leaving the canvas. We got a lot of cool stuff, but we're going back to the shop. Okay. That's enough of that. That's enough nonsense for today. That's enough out of you. Enough out of me. Thank you guys for the subs and the bits today. I really appreciate it. Whoa, a shop. Indeed, this is the magic shop. Welcome. Welcome to the magic shop. Also, I've realized that something is off kilter, and I need to fix it. I understand. There we go. Much better. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. I feel like I actually was able to accomplish something today. We'll be working on some more things tomorrow as well. Also, I don't know. I might do this tomorrow. Not sure, but I will be streaming some more Half-Life. I did stream the first bit of it. I need to remember to download that and put it on YouTube, because the first little bit of Half-Life, I've never played it before, so it's a new playthrough for me. So might touch on that some tomorrow as well. But we're gonna raid someone. I haven't decided whomst yet, and I don't know how raids on YouTube work, so I haven't even tried to figure it out. But let's see who is streaming. Maple is streaming. Let's see who else we got here. Also, if you have any recommendations, I am open to the idea of being recommended people to raid. Nope. What, you? Oh, hey, Faye is streaming. Actually, we're gonna raid Faye. If you don't know Faye, she's super cool and completely unhinged. And has done a lot of cool stuff. I'll just say that. Really good artwork. Really seems to be a really good person. But anyway, go check her out. Be kind, be cool. I know you will be. But until I see you all again tomorrow, y'all stay safe out there.
Stay away from them. Stay away from Lorca, Paco, and Picasso. I know a place that will break you into 1,000 pieces. Stay away from them. Stay away from Lorca, Paco, and Picasso.